Vision is an internal thing, right? It is the world that you want to live in.
Trust that idea came to you for a reason. Let's go. The idea came to you for a reason. You got to do something about it immediately, right now, today, because you're going to wake up tomorrow a different person.
Writing causes thinking. Thinking creates an image. And you get these images going, you're building a vision in your mind.
Rise and shine, it's Entspresso time. I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning. Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and this channel was created to help you overcome the #1 challenge that is holding you back, a lack of belief in yourself. You watch these videos because you know there is something greater inside you as well. You have Michael Jordan level talent at something. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee and sip on today's message from Sinek. Also, if you want to have more confidence, check out my 254 series. They're free. The links to join are in the description below.
You get the benefit of hearing what everybody else has to think before you render your opinion.
It's like a hammer. You can use it broadly or narrowly. You can build a table, you can build a house. It's the same tool.
Vision is an internal thing, right? It is the world that you want to live in, right? Jobs was the rebel, and he always was against big business, right? All the visionaries that we know have some sort of personal experience and imagine a world that is different to the one they live in now, and will use their businesses to help build that world. That doesn't mean they're the only ones doing it, but what makes them a leader is they're the one leading towards that place, right? So vision has to come from you. If you're the founder of a company, your business is not the only way you do it. What if you quit your business and start another one? It doesn't matter. They should all be contributing towards this vision. And you're not the only one doing it, but if you're the one preaching it and you're using your company to advance it, that makes you the leader. Yeah. That's why everybody copies you. But it's not about anticipating the market trend, which is an interest thing you're asking me. It's got to start with values. The interests come second. They're definitely there, but they definitely come second. Yeah.
The reason why you don't follow through on your vision is because you don't trust it enough. It makes sense that it's going to happen, but it's not happening yet. People aren't saying yes. There's no momentum. There's no money coming in. And you start to wonder, who am I to have this big dream? So then there's this temptation to give up and go do something else and not follow through on your vision. But you know in the back of your head, you know that eventually for someone, it's gonna work out. You need to stay on it. You need to follow through. Otherwise, someone else is gonna make money off of your idea. They're gonna make it happen without you. So look at what I'm trying to do here with this channel, with my YouTube content, with my mission, my purpose. I'm trying to solve the world's biggest problem. I want to spread more belief, right? The world's biggest problem is that people don't believe in themselves enough. I think everybody is a genius. Everybody has Michael Jordan level talent at something. They're just not living it. They're not doing it. They're not expressing it. And so they end up living a life that they don't like, knowing that they're capable of more. Like, this is the problem I am trying to solve. It's one that I'm never going to fully solve in my lifetime, and I wake up every day trying to do it. And it's easy to get up and think, well, there's so many people trying to do the same thing. There's Tony Robbins, and there's all these other people. Who am I to go off and do this? And I remind myself that I may not be Tony Robbins. I may not ever have as big an impact. I may not sell as many books as Simon Sinek. I may never have that big an impact. But I was able to help some people. You know, we have 2 million subscribers across the channels. We have 300 million views across the channels. It's having an impact. It's helping people. I can get better. I need to get better. But what I'm doing is already having an impact and helping people. So I need to keep going. And that's what I find really helpful. Just reminding yourself that you matter, that the work you do matters. Even if it hit one person, it made a difference. It matters. And so you have to follow through. You have to keep going. Because what's the alternative? What are you going to do? Go work at some job that you hate? That's what you're gonna do the rest of your life? You don't want that life. And then you see somebody else start winning off of the idea that you had just because they stuck with it and they kept following through. A lot of the people who win aren't the smartest. They're not even people who don't have the biggest mission or vision. They just kept going. They started and they kept going. The thing that's missing for most people is just momentum. You don't have enough momentum. You're a genius. And dummies are winning from your idea because you don't have enough sustained momentum. You have to keep going. And so if you're struggling with that, imposter syndrome, struggling to keep going with motivation, I'm gonna give you a 3-step process that I think will help. Step 1 is big why, little why. I like using this as a way just to remember what I'm doing, remember why it's important, and have the mindset every day to wake up and go to work. The big why is what you're trying to do. The big mission, the impossible dream, the big vision, the goal that's never gonna happen. What is that thing? That's your big why. I wanna solve the world's biggest problem. Never gonna happen. And yet I wake up every day trying to make it happen. That's my big why. Sometimes the big why is too big, right? Sometimes it's scary. Sometimes you look at that and say, I can't do that. I mean, if it's never gonna happen in your life, why even try, right? So you might have some days like that. And so then I look at the little why. And the little why is the individual person that you helped. It's the comments on the video that I'll get on this video. You guys, right? You're my little why. It's before I started doing YouTube, I was doing speaking, and people would give me praise after my event, and I feel great, but then the next day I wake up and I feel low again. So I would look at the praise. I made this PowerPoint file and I looked at the praise every day that people put in, and that kept me going. It's my little why. It's like I touched somebody. It was important. And so for the days where you feel like your big why is too big and never gonna happen, and who are you? You look at, well, I helped some people. And even if you don't have lots of subscribers on YouTube, you've helped somebody. You can always help somebody. You can always help one person today. You can help them. Just go to Twitter and do a search, or go to Instagram and do a search of somebody who's complaining about a problem that you can help with, and just help them. Give them advice. Make a quick little video to say, here's what you can do to help. There you go. Then maybe that takes you 5 minutes to do. You just help somebody. That's your little why. So the big why, the little why. Big why, your big vision, your mission, your dream, your big goal that's getting you excited to go forward. Little why, when the big why feels too big, to remind yourself that what I do is important. What you do is important. That you matter. That you make a difference. Number 2 is trust your bold ideas. You need to trust that your ideas come to you for a reason. An idea came to you for a reason. Where did it come from? I don't know, but it came to you for a reason, and trust in them, because you have ideas that are happening all the time in your head. Whether you're going on a walk, or I get a lot of ideas in the shower, wherever you're getting your ideas, trust that they came to you for a reason, and you need to see them through. You got to do something about it. The biggest thing, again, is lack of momentum. Don't worry about it working out. Don't worry about the end game. How am I going to get to 1 billion entrepreneurs? How am I going to have this? I don't know. Don't get stuck on that. That's quicksand. That prevents you from moving forward, because there's so many different options that you want to plan it to get to perfection. You'll never be perfect. Stop trying to make a perfect plan. It does not exist. Move, do something. Trust that idea came to you for a reason. Let's go. The idea came to you for a reason. You got to do something about it immediately, right now, today, because you're going to wake up tomorrow a different person. And step number 3 is study success. Study success. Find the people who've done the thing that you want to do, who've done it, who've had success doing it. And I find it super helpful because, one, it gives me the motivation to keep going, because chances are they failed many times. They failed over and over and over again, and then they won, right? Nobody just have an idea and boom, they're a millionaire overnight, right? Most of your heroes, they failed more than you failed, and they came from less than what you've already come from, right? You have more resources right now than your heroes did when they started. You just do. So that's inspiring, at least for me. And then it also gives you the strategies, like what did they do and what can you do too? And so studying success is a great way to be able to take those ideas that you've got, that vision that you have, and actually turn it into some kind of action. Now I've got a really special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, question of the day, I want to know, what is the vision that you have that you need to follow through on? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video and you're gonna take some action after watching it immediately, give me a hashtag believe in the comments.
Most people don't use their imagination constructively. Most people use their imagination destructively. They imagine what they don't want. We've got to consciously and deliberately imagine what we do want. If we will take and sit down with a pen and ask ourselves, what do I really want? What do I really want? And write it down. And then make a written description of it in the present tense. Writing causes thinking. Thinking creates an image. And you get these images going, you're building a vision in your mind. It's the visionaries that change the world. Think of that. The fact that I can sit and look into this camera, and you can sit and look at me on your phone, or on your TV, or on your laptop. That was the result of somebody's vision. Do you know everything you've got, the clothes you wear, the house you live in, this microphone that's in front of me? It was all the result of somebody's vision. It's not an accident. You and I have a marvelous imagination. And everything starts with a vision. Van Gogh was asked how he did such beautiful work. He said, first I dream my painting, and then I paint my dream.
If you want to know what Simon Sinek thought was Steve Jobs' #1 success trait, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
So there's a very famous story of when he went to Xerox PART. Do you know this one?